Hey everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today we're working on the Life's a Hoot card workshop, and one of the items that we're doing in there is using watercolor pencils as one of our optional techniques. So I just wanted to show you, number one, when you're using watercolor pencils, it's really cool to use a water brush or a blending pen to blend those colors together. So just a quick little, I don't know what colors would go good, but you take your water brush or blending pen and you can change the texture of your water paints or your watercolors. And you can also, by going over it, you can blend those two together so that it looks like there's no border between the colors. So using a water brush with your watercolor pencils really brings it to the next level. But one of the techniques that we use in the workshop is coloring our butterflies. And so I wanted to do show you a water brush versus a shimmer brush. So when we're doing this, I found it to be most successful with the water brush to pull down the colors as you're painting with them so that some of that color will come off of. It works differently to me than when you're using it with the markers. So the markers, I would generally color only over the dark spot and then kind of pull it back. But if you do that, then not enough of the color comes forward. So with these with the water brush, I kind of pull it forward as I'm blending it so that I have more color to bring down. And I can do that for between each color. I'm just coloring on my hand a little bit to get the purple off of there so that I can bring it over to the teal and then bring that down. So it's real fast and easy version. Color again, get some of that blue on there. And then I see I forgot to do the purple while I had the purple. And that little dot, and then the green while I had the green to do these dots. But anyway, it looks real nice, looks like watercolor. Now let's see what happens when we do the shimmer brush. Now, I believe the shimmer brush is going to be a little bit more like the markers, where I want to load up all that color and then push it down. While I'm here, I'll load up with this color and then I'll push it down. And I'm using the shimmer brush as your watercolor medium is great, because then you don't have to take that next step of adding the shimmer brush later, because you're adding the shimmer brush as you are blending your colors. So you can see that I'm doing it like the markers, where I'm loading up all that color and then pushing it down to the others. You could probably use either technique. Let's see, but it doesn't seem to want to come as quickly when I don't load it up. So there it is. Use our purple. I think I already did that, and then our blue. So there we go. So let's see if we can see a difference. Well, obviously it's shimmery. It does color differently, and neither way is good or bad. It's just different. So if you're gonna add the shimmer brush anyway, so now I can just go in and add my shimmer brush. And that's, adding a second step. And I'll go ahead and haven't done the blue yet. So anyway, that is how you use the paint brush, water brush, or the shimmer brush to color your images. Then the other thing we do in this is on this card, we're putting a splash of color underneath the message. So to do that, you just take your pencil and you color, make sure your barrel's got some ink on there. And then just like you did with the watercolor painting, just color out all the texture that's left over from using the pencil or using your craft table. And now it just looks like a swash of color that is underneath of your message. So super easy, lots of fun. I love playing with watercolor paints. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.